Hello friends and my dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. I hope you're you're all well and your studies are also going on well. This is part 6 video from the chapter of linear equations in two variables where where I will be solving 5 problems. This is set 1 from the textbook exercise 7.3 based on the concept of graph of a linear equation that I discussed in previous part 5. If you have not watched the part 5 video, then I strongly suggest that you please watch that video to have a good understanding about the graph of a linear equation. This video is part of the playlist CBSE Maths for class 9 following the textbook of author RD Sharma. If you find this video beneficial, then please like it, share it with your friends, and please support me by subscribing to my channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. Okay. So the first problem says draw the graph of the following linear equations. So we have four linear equations. We have to draw the graph. So how do we draw the graph from a given linear equation? We try to find 2 points. We try to find two roots of the given equation, and so that each such root will be a coordinate, will be a point, will be coordinates of the points that will lie on the graph of this linear equation. So let's consider the first equation. It is x plus 4 is equal to x plus y is equal to 4. How will I find two roots? How will I find a root? So I can consider the easiest way is that you consider the value of y equals to 0 and then solve for x. So putting y equals to 0, we get x equals to 4. So this implies that 4 comma 0 is a root of the equation x plus 4, x plus y is equal to 4. X plus y is equal to 4. So we know that if 4 comma 0 is a root of the equation x plus y equals to 0, then the ordered pair 4 comma 0 will be the coordinate of a point that will lie on the graph of the equation x plus y is equal to 4. So we have found one coordinate, one point whose coordinate is 4.0, which will lie on the graph. I have to find another coordinate, that is I will find another root of this equation, and when that root considered as the coordinate, considered as an ordered pair, it will be the coordinate of another point that will lie on the graph of the same equation, and then we can join those two. We can plot those 2 points on the graph and join them. So let's say now I will put x is equal to 0. Putting x is equal to 0, we get y, that is I am putting x equals to 0 in the given linear equation and solving for y. We get y is equal to 4. So this implies that 0 comma 4 is a root of x plus y is equals to 4. So this will be, so I can say from here the point whose coordinate is 4 comma 0 lies on graph of x plus y is equal to 4. From here I can say the point whose coordinate is 0 comma 4 will also lie on graph of x plus y is equal to 4. So we got 2 points. I will just plot them. Now since I do not have any graph paper, all the plotting will be very approximate. Let's say this is the y axis, this is the x axis. So the 2 points are, now 4 comma 0 is a point on the, you can see the ordinate, that is 0 is the ordinate value. Ordinate means the y coordinate is 0, which means that it will lie on the x axis, and the abscissa is 4, which is positive, so it will be somewhere over here. Point A is 4 comma 0, and the other point B, it is 0 comma 4. Abscissa is 0 and ordinate is 4. Abscissa means x coordinate is 0. X coordinate 0 means it will lie on the y axis, and y coordinate is 4. So it will be somewhere like this. So B is 0 comma 4, and then I will I will join the two joining the points A and B. I will get the straight line or graph of the equation x plus y is equal to 4. Let this straight line be PQ. So straight line PQ is the graph of the linear equation x plus y equals to 4. I think I don't need to solve, I don't need to find the graph of the other equations. They will be similar, but it is just the concept is that you just need to find the coordinates of 2 points. That is, you need to find 2 roots of the given linear equation. How will you find 2 roots? First, you can put the value of, consider the value of y as 0, solve for x, that will give 1 root, and second, put the value of x as 0 and solve for y, that will give another root. So you get 2 roots. These 2 roots considered as an ordered pair will give the coordinates of 2 points that will lie on the graph of that equation. If you think that I need to solve the graph of the equations 2, 3, 4, please let me know in the comment section. I will really appreciate that, and I will solve them in the next video. Next problem is, give the equations of 2 lines passing through 3 comma 12. So one coordinate is given 3 comma 12, that is abscissa or x coordinate is 3 and ordinate or y coordinate is 12. How many more such lines are there and why? So we have to find 2 equations so that their graph is passing through a given point. How will I find even one equation whose graph will pass through this point? The idea is that you try to form any relation between the x coordinate and the y coordinate of the given point, that is 3 and 12. What relation I can form between 3 and 12? You can think of any arithmetic operation between 3 and 12 and then put the result on the right hand side. I can say 3 minus 12 I know is minus 9. Now what will I do is, instead of 3 I will write x, because 3 was the abscissa or the x coordinate. I will write now 3. X minus 12 was the ordinate or the y coordinate of the given point. So x minus y is equal to minus 9. Clearly this equation will obviously this equation will obviously have a root 3 comma 12, which means 3 comma 12, the root 3 comma 12 considered as an ordered pair will be a coordinate, will be a point that lies on the graph of this equation x minus y is equal to minus 9. So any root of a linear equation, if that root considered as a ordered pair, will be the coordinate of a point that will lie on the graph of that equation. So x minus y equals to minus 9 is a possible equation whose graph will pass through the point 3 comma 12. How can I form another equation? I will think of some another relation. Now I can see that 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. Now what was 12? 12 was y. So y, and what was 3? 3 was x, that is the abscissa. I see y by x is equal to 4. This implies y is equal to 4x is another equation. Try to form a different relation. In the first case I used subtraction. I could have also used addition. I could have said 3 plus 12 is 15, and I could have written x plus y equals to 15 would also be a equation whose graph will pass through the point 3 comma 12. So y equals to 4x is another equation whose graph will pass through the point 3 comma 12. As you can clearly see that 3 comma 12 will satisfy this equation. So this way, as you can see that using different operations of addition, subtraction, division and multiplication, there are infinite possible ways I can create a relation between the x coordinate and the y coordinate of the given point. In this problem, I can create infinite number of relations between 3 and 12, and from those infinite number of different relations, I can have different linear equation. So there are infinite number of lines possible. There are infinite number of lines on the graph that will pass through the point 3 comma 12. Let's see the next problem. If you find any difficulty in my solution, in my explanation, then please feel free to let me know in the comment section. I will do my best to address your query. Question number 3. Plot the points 3 comma 5 and 1 minus 1 comma 3 on a graph paper and verify that the straight line passing through these points also passes through the point 1 comma 4. Now I can roughly plot the points 3 comma 5 and minus 1 comma 3 and draw the graph, but it will not be possible for me to verify that the line will pass through the point 1 comma 4. For that, you actually need to have a real graph paper. So okay, so roughly if this is the Cartesian plane, that is the plane containing the y-axis and the x-axis, this is the origin O. Origin O is always, the coordinate of the origin is always 0 comma 0. Where can the point 3 comma 5 lie? The point 3 comma 5 means x coordinate is 3, which is positive, which is at a unit distance 3 from the origin towards the right hand side, and that is I will go 3 units to the right hand side of the origin on the x-axis. Let's say this be 3, and then I will go the y ordinate of the y coordinate of the point of the first point is 5, which means I will go, the 5 is positive, so I will go 5 units above the x-axis. Let's say this. So this will be the point A 3 comma 5 approximately. What will be my so basically this distance is 3 units, and this distance is 5 units. I hope you are familiar in plotting points on the graph paper. Okay. Minus 1 comma 3. Minus 1 is a negative. So first I will go 1 unit to the left of the origin. Let's say this, and then I will go 3 units. 3 is positive, ordinate is 3. So that means I will go 3 units above the x-axis. Let's say this is 3. So this is the point B, which is minus 1 comma 3. Now minus 1 comma 3. Okay. So if so, the graph will be, I have to join. I will join the points A and B. So this will be the graph or the line that passes through the two given points 3 comma 5 and minus 1 comma 3. A is the point 3 comma 5 and B is the point minus 1 comma 3. Now visually, so somewhere the point 1 comma 4 will be somewhere, actually it will be somewhere over here. This is actually approximately will be, now if you have only on a real graph paper, you can easily verify this, because you can, in the graph paper, you can exactly look at the point whose coordinate will be 1 comma 4, and you will see that point is exactly lying on the straight line AB. Now mathematically, how do I prove that a line which passes through the points, 2 points, passes the line joining 2 points, in this case it is there 3 comma 5 and 1 minus 1 comma 3. So the line joining 2 points passes through another point, that is 1 comma 4. Now for that you need to be able to form the linear equation of the graph that passes through 2 points. how will I? So I know AB, A, A is the point 3 comma 5, B is the point minus 1 comma 3. So I join them and I have a line. What will be the equation of that line? What will be the equation of the line? Now I will give you a formula. You can easily find the equation of a line if you know the coordinates of 2 points through which the line passes. Now this concept is actually a concept from class 11 12. You cannot actually apply this concept to solve problems in your board exams, but probably in competitive examinations, if you need to know the equation of a line that passes between two given points, then you can easily do so. The idea is that if you have any 2 points, let's say P, whose coordinates are x1 comma y1, and there is another point on the graph whose coordinates are x2 comma y2. So if we join them, it will be a line. Now what will be the equation of that line? The equation of the line joining, so equation, now you must be knowing that P is a point on the graph, Q is a point on the graph, then PQ, this is the notation we use. PQ is a straight line. We draw a double arrow on the head of the PQ. This means it is a straight line connecting the 2 points P and Q on the graph. The equation of the line PQ will be is y minus, you take you consider any ordinate of the 2 points, either ordinate of the point P or the ordinate of the point Q. Anyone will be fine. I am taking the ordinate of the point P, that is ordinate means x y coordinate. So y minus y1 equals to the difference of the ordinate of the 2 points, that is y1 minus y2 divided by the difference of the abscissa of the 2 points x1 minus x2. This whole multiplied by x minus you subtracted y1 from y, and y1 was the y coordinate or ordinate of the point P. So you will write x minus the abscissa of the point P, that is x1. This is a concept, very fundamental concept used in class 11 and 12. But if you know this, then you can quickly obtain the equation of a line which passes through 2 given points. See, if the 2 given points are, if the two given points are P and Q and the coordinates are x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2, then the equation of the line that passes through the points P and Q will be y minus y1. Now y minus y1 equals to y1 minus y2 divided by x1 minus y2. Now in this y1 minus y2 divided by x1 minus x2, it could also be y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. It will be the same, multiplied by x minus x1. Now in the y minus y1, if you consider y2, then okay, I am writing it. So it could also be y minus y2 is equal to the y1 minus y2 could also be y2 minus y1, and then the denominator will be x2 minus x1, and over here x minus you have to write x2. I hope you got the idea. So this is how we can quickly obtain the equation of a line that passes through 2 given points. Okay, so now using this concept, what will be the equation of the line that passes through the 2 given points 3 comma 5 and minus 1 comma 3? Okay, so the points are A, 3 comma 5, and the point B is minus 1, 3. So the equation of the line will be, I will use as y1 and x1, I will use the point A. So it will be y minus y1 is 5 and I'm using the y1 minus y2 divided by x1 minus y2. So it will be 5 minus 3 divided by 3 minus 1 and then x minus 3. This is after simplification, simplifying the right hand side, I get 2 by 4 multiplied by x minus 3, which is x minus 3 by 2. So y minus 5 is equal to x minus 3 by 2. If I do cross multiplication, I have 2y minus 10 is equal to x minus 3. This implies in the standard form, the equation of the line will be x minus 2y plus 7 is equal to 0. Now, you can easily verify mathematically whether the point 1, 4 lies on the graph of whose equation is x minus 2y plus 7 equals to 0. How will I verify? If so, definitely the ordered pair 1, 4 will be a root of this equation. So if you substitute the value of x as y and the value of 4 as y, if you substitute the value of 1 as x and value of 4 as y, then you will see it will satisfy this equation. It will be 1 minus 8 plus 7, which is equal to 0. Okay, let's see the next problem. If the point 2 comma minus 2 lies on the graph of the linear equation 5x plus ky is equal to 4, find the value of k. It is saying that, let's say this is the graph, and we are given a linear equation 5x plus ky is equals to 4, means on the graph it will be a line. I don't know, let's say approximately this be the line, PQ be the line of the equation 5x plus ky is equal to 4. Now it is saying that 2 comma minus 2, where will the point 2 comma minus 2 lie on the graph? So 2, that is the x coordinate, which is positive, so the point will be at a distance 2 unit towards the right hand side of the y axis. Okay, and it will be so I think it will be approximately, this is not exactly, this will be the point 2 comma minus 2. Let's say this point be A. So the idea is, if we know the coordinate of a point which lies on a line, then that coordinate as a ordered pair will be a root of the equation of the line. So 2 comma minus 2 is a root of the equation of the line, which is given to be 5x plus ky is equal to 4, which means that the ordered pair 2 comma minus 2 will satisfy the equation this, which again means that putting the value of x as 2 and the value of y as minus 2, this equation should be true. So I must have 5 into 2 plus k into minus 2 is equal to 4. I see that a linear equation as k is formed, from where I can easily solve for k. So I have 10 minus 4k, sorry, 10 minus 2k is equal to 4. This implies 2k is equal to 6. This implies k is equal to 3. So the value of k is 3. Okay, let's see the next problem. Draw the graph of the equation 2x plus 3y is equal to 12. Find the coordinates of points on the graph whose x coordinate is minus 3 and y coordinate is 3. Okay, first we have to draw the graph of the equation. What will I do? I need two coordinates. To draw the graph of a line, I need 2 points, coordinates of 2 points. Now, and those 2 points, the coordinates of those 2 points as an ordered pair will be a root of the equation of the line. So how do I find such two coordinates? How do I find two roots of the equation 2x plus 3y is equal to 12? It's simple. You consider take any value of x and solve for y. For the sake of easiness, I always tend to put the values of x as 0 and solve for y, and secondly I will put the value of y as 0 and solve for x. So putting x equals to 0 implies I have 0 implies 2 into 0 plus 3y is equals to 12. This implies y is equal to 4. Okay. Now putting, so okay, now what what did I get? So this implies that 0 comma 4 is a root of the given equation. This equation 2x plus 3y is equal to 12 is a root. Okay. Let's say this is equation 1 is a root of equation 1. Okay. Now again, to find another root of the equation, I will put the value of y as 0. Putting y as 0 implies twice x plus 3 into 0 is equal to 2. This implies x is equal to 6. So this implies that 6 comma 0 is a root of equation 1. So I got 2 points 0 comma 4 and 6 comma 0. That is not 2 points but 2 roots of the equation. And I know that a root of a given linear equation is also a point on the graph of that equation, is also a point that lies on the graph of the equation. So I can say that A 0 comma 4 and B, these 2 points whose coordinates are 0 comma 4 and 6 comma 0 lies on graph of equation 1. Graph of equation 1. So I know 2 points, I can easily plot them on the graph and draw the line. This is y-axis, this is x-axis, this is origin O whose coordinates is 0 comma 0. So where will the point A lie on the graph? That is 0 comma 4. Abscissa is 0, which means the point will lie on the y-axis, and the ordinate is 4, which is positive, so it will be somewhere here. Where will the point B lie? The ordinate is 0, that is y coordinate is 0, which means it will lie on the x-axis, and abscissa x coordinate is 6, which means it will lie 6 units to the right, it will lie at a distance of 6 units to the right hand side of the y-axis. So approximately this will be this B 6 comma 0. If you join A and B, this is the graph or the line of the given equation 2x plus 3y is equal to 12. Let's say this straight line be PQ. Now it asks that find the coordinates of points on the graph whose x coordinate is -3 and y coordinate is 3. So I have to let's say S is a point on the graph whose x coordinate is -3, and I have to find its ordinate, that is y coordinate, and there is another point whose y coordinate is given to be 3, that is ordinate is 3, and I have to find the abscissa or the x coordinate. How will I find these two question mark values? Since the points S and T lie on the graph on the line PQ, which means that the ordered pair of S, the coordinates of S, the coordinate of, let's say instead of question mark, let's say the coordinate, let the y ordinate, let's the ordinate of the point is be y1. Let be not y. Let's say use some letters, symbols used for variable. Let's say beta. Beta is normally used for variable for for ordinate or y coordinate, and alpha is used normally for representing a value for abscissa or x coordinate. So let's say the abscissa or x coordinate of the point T be alpha. So the question was find coordinates of points on the graph whose x coordinate is -3. So the point whose x coordinate is -3, that point we are considering as S, and let the corresponding ordinate or the y coordinate be beta, and the point whose y coordinate is 3, we are considering that point to be T, and we are assuming the abscissa of that point to be alpha. So we have to now find alpha and beta. Okay. So clearly -3 comma beta will be a root of the equation. So we must have the equation was 2x plus 3y is equal to 12. So we must have 2x, 2, I am satisfying. So -3 comma beta will be a root of the equation. So 2x plus 3y, that is 3 beta, should be equal to 12. So this implies 3 beta is equal to 18. This implies beta is equal to 6. Now T, the coordinate T, the point T also lies on the graph whose coordinate is alpha comma 3. Alpha is unknown, which we have to find. So definitely alpha comma 3, the ordered pair alpha comma 3 must be a root of the equation of the graph, and it will satisfy. So we must have 2 alpha plus 3y, that is 3 into 3 is equal to 12. This implies 2 alpha is equal to 12 minus 3, which is 3. This implies alpha is 3 by 2. Alpha is 3 by 2. I see. 3, 18. I think I am doing some mistake. 2x plus 3y is equal to 2. Okay. For the point T, alpha comma 3 should satisfy the equation. So we must have 2 alpha plus 3y, means 3 into 3 is equal to 12. So we get 2 alpha is equal to 12 minus 9, which is 3. So alpha is 3 by 2. Yeah, it is fine. So the points are S will be -3 comma 6, and the T is 3 by 2 comma 3. These are the coordinates of the 2 points, that these are coordinates on the graph of the equation 2x plus 3y is equal to 12, where the first point is S whose x coordinate is -3, and the second point is T whose y coordinate is 3. So that is all. I have written down many other questions. In the next set, I will solve another 5 questions from the textbook exercise 7.3, and then I will solve 2 sets of questions, 5 problems each from the supplementary book of MCQs. So if this video was beneficial, then please like it, share it with your friends, and once again, please support me by subscribing to my channel. Do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. I'm ending the video here. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care and bye.